Hello folks, I am Ty. And this may shock you, we're going to play some Vengeance. I know. Russia board F, always fun. Do we get the wetland start too? Wonderful. No sweat, we got this. We're professional Vengeance players, come on. We are having trouble clicking things though. What is this? Wow. So this is an interesting choice. I know that word gets thrown around a lot, but this is like actually interesting. Okay, I'll try to make this quick. I'll start with Mob Beast. I don't think I've talked about it before. On most spirits, this card is pretty bad. But with Vengeance, a card that costs 0, gives you both elements, gives you a point of fear, and kills a city is most certainly good. It's not like a slam dunk auto pick for Vengeance, you know, requires Sacred Site, land restrictions. But on this board, if we make a Sacred Site in 4, we cover every jungles and wetlands from there. And I can tell you right now, 7 is going to need constant attention because we need to protect the beast. And we're hopefully going to make 2 our Russia land. So despite Mob Beast being clearly the worst card here, in my opinion, our requirements kind of put it in the running. If we were to look at this draft with no context, Sap is like the best card here by a mile. You know, best defend in the game. But with the context of Vengeance versus Russia, I think Entrap is probably the best miner in the matchup. It is totally capable of saving like 3 or more Blight with a single use. It also takes some pressure off of having to rely on our skip. You can collect Blight into your Russia land while it gets hammered with more Ravages without Cascades killing you. Plus it isolates, which is fantastic. For similar reasons, Trail is also phenomenal versus Russia. I think we definitely need help here. So with the context of this matchup, this board, this Explorer, I actually think Mob Beast is the correct card to pick here. And like I'm sure I've said before, my preferred strategy in this matchup is to like hella streamline it. Get fear, kill cities. And in this spot at least, Mob Beast does that the best. I have been experimenting with this opening versus Russia lately. Top track and Fiery. And then going for a major on turn 2. I've kind of been liking it. Just because, again, we're trying to end it ASAP. And, you know, pouring a bunch of energy into something like Sea Monsters is totally fine if it leads you to a turn 4 or 5 win. I don't think we're going to go for a major here, though, because our presence is in high demand. We want a Sacred Site for Mob Beasts, and we should probably keep a presence in 7 to help out there. So we are going to G2. We're playing Fetid plus Plague Bearers, so let's grab our animal element. So we get Epidemics. So we can't reach 6 with Fetid, but that's fine. We're going to use it in 4. I think we'd prefer to keep the Explorer here. So we're just going to hit the city. But we're going to have to move them anyways. We will pay 0 energy to not add Blight. Good deal. Sucks to get this vent now, because mid to late game it wins by itself. I don't think we want to send this guy to the coasts. This can hit the jungles. We lose a beast, which puts a lot of pressure on the last one. Yeah, we'll definitely protect the Blighted Mountain and send them all to 2. Yep. So now we G2 again, play out our hand. Definitely putting 1 here. Now, do we go top or bottom? That is the question. 5 could back to back, and we can't G2 into that, which would not be good. But I am leaning top. We're going to make a Sacred Site, plus we have a ton of energy, so we'll have a look at a major next turn. Play these. Or how else could we? Part of me wants to G3 here because then we could hang on to Strike Low to actually skip a Ravage next turn. But if our draft misses on Animal, it's horrendous for us. We're 80% chance to hit an Escalation this turn, which means 2 more guys in 7. If we play both these cards this turn, we keep 7 under control, which we absolutely have to do. Playing our skip also gives us the ability to send or add an Explorer to 2 before the Ravage step, which could happen. So yeah, we will skip here. And hopefully we get like Dahan pusher damage. Let's hit both explorers here. Yes. By keeping the town in 7, we can Savage Revenge there. We draw. Investigation of dangers. This had better not add to our Blighted Mountain, which I'm pretty sure it is. God damn it. Well, that's not great. Do we get this? Okay. Luckily, I mean, skillfully, we knew we were going to be in this exact situation, which is clearly why we drafted the only card we've seen this game that could get us out of this. Sucks to only play it for 1 damage, but we can't take 2 blight off this. Isolation. Cleans up 7 for us, and we strife something. Which is quite good. We strife something here and kill the town. Does not matter which. Hopefully we don't draw wetlands, or else we're going to have to commit something to 7 next turn. Coasts, okay. It's actually not too bad. We will use Savage Revenge to hit a dude over here for the point of fear, and we'll keep them spread apart. So we've got lots of energy, we've got a Sacred Site, it's major time. We're probably going to use Fiery Vengeance here, but let's see. Ooh, Tiger's Hunting. Usually not a great card for Vengeance because of the restrictions, but versus Russia the card can be pretty nuts. I've had a couple of turn 4 wins from finding Tiger's Hunting on turn 2. Winds is also very good for our game plan, which is get to Terra level 3 ASAP with no cities on the board. So deleting 1 anywhere is something we're definitely interested in. Great elements for Epidemics too. You might be looking at Sweep into the Sea and all the stuff we have in 2. That's not terrible, but we have Epidemics to handle that land. And we don't really care about the towns and explorers there, we just want to harvest fear off killing the cities. And then there's Dissolve, which despite being perfect elements is not a card I'm very fond of. It's expensive, it's clunky, it's slow. And playing it against Russia is pretty dubious. So we are charging into the Fear Bomb, yeah, for sure this turn. I'm leaning towards Tigers. One reason being that we're flipping the Blight card this turn, and if we flip over Disintegrating Ecosystem, we literally just insta-lose, which Tigers prevents. Yeah, and even if we take wins and defend 5, the 1 fast point takes us to the Fear Bomb. It's one of these for sure. We'll let this blight this turn, we'll skip it next. If our next Explorer has jungles on it, then 5 could be ravaging again twice, which would be game over. So we have to do something about 5. So I'm thinking we play Tigers on 5, push the beast to 1, and then hope for a beast solve. Along with Fiery on 3. Then next turn we play these 3, which hits both tier 2s. If we push the beast to 1 though, and miss on solving it, it's a lethal ravage there next turn. But we're going to have 2 level 2 fear cards this turn. We should have a couple fear cards next turn too. I think we should be fine. Our Fear Bomb is Jungle. Okay, that's good and bad. We'll send our beast up here. Between Event and 2 fear cards, I don't think we're asking for too much for a solve. Absolutely, you can build here. Come on down. And we get a defend 2, which prevents a city in 5. Yeah, pretty good event, I would say. Now, can a fear card help here too? Why, yes, it can. We are taking a blight in 2, so this is fine. Too many monsters. No monsters. We go blighted. Thriving communities. That's not great. Makes it easier for Russia to build cities, which we don't want to happen. Well, we only have 4 lands to pick, so this is pretty straightforward. We'll upgrade an Explorer in 2, because it might matter down the road, keeping the Explorer count down. I doubt it, but just in case. This is now building a 3rd city, which we can handle. Okay, so now we escalate, and then we explore a random stage 3. If we survive the Ravage next turn, we kill all the cities here. But question is, where do we put our 2 guys? If we put a guy in 1, that's a lethal Ravage. Or if we draw sand, same thing. So I really want to put them both down here. But then if we explore wetlands, we absolutely have to use Epidemics in 7, which would slow us down, but is much safer, so that's what we're doing. This builds a town, which is fine. We draw neither sands nor wetlands. Okay. Now with no beasts being threatened, we can just charge into this turn guns blazing. I think we put a presence here in case we get an event that destroys presence. Then we can prevent a city if need be. Quite a lot of good things should be happening this turn. We can Savage Revenge the city here and prevent this one. And we can blow up all the cities here without a fast Fear Bomb. So this looks pretty good. We're going to be 2 points of fear away from the Fear Bomb with these cities down. I don't think we really want to send an Explorer out of here. Although I guess we could send a 5 because we know it's not exploring. We can strike blow this again next turn, no problem. I think we just hit the city and stay 2 fear away just in case the event gives us a point of fear. Sacred Site's under threat. Why yes, we will take a free town kill. Thank you. Oh, another point of fear though? I'm pretty sure this is fine. I probably should have thought about that a little bit more. I think we're okay, but if we would have hit Mountain Sands, we could have been in trouble. We need to push our beast from 1, and ironically I think this is the safest place for it. With mountains now building twice, we can't stop the city here. But I believe we're still okay. No build in 2, okay? Add a strife, and point of energy off this. What are we? 12 fear away. I don't think this strife token matters. We mob east the city in 2. We plague bearers a bunch of disease down to 4, which does tons of damage here and kills the city with epidemics next turn. Savage Revenge kills city in 6. Let me just count up fear. I'm sure we have enough. We can get 2 points off this build too. I'm counting 12 left this turn. Or I guess 2 doesn't build to 11. So 11 fear this turn, plus we get 2 more for killing the last city here next. I think we're good. Tread carefully. So we could skip this Ravage. Let me run the numbers again, just because one mistake versus Russia means you're dead. Yeah, let's not skip it. We have the game, I just want to max out our fear. Go to Ravage, yep. Some builds happen. Yeah. Escalate here, sure. And now we kill the cities. I meant to hit an explorer, not a town. And I think I might have missed the fear off the explorer here in my count before, so whatever. We have enough. Mob beasts here. Drag all the disease down. And yeah, Epidemics wins. We have an absurd amount of energy, so let's look at a major just for fun. We find our best one because we're good at this game. Although we could actually remove a blight instead. And this is actually a ton of fear too. But yeah. We absolutely did not need Bloodrack Plague, but we'll take it because I like dealing lots of damage. Spread some damage around. Skip something. Kaboom. That's game. With 6 level 3 fear cards. A surprisingly smooth game considering it was a Russia Board F wetland start. Turn 6 fast win. With a million huge fear cards in the bank. And yeah, gotta give MVP to Mob Beasts. Card itself took down a city, gave us tier 2 innates to take down more cities, and it saved us 2 blight from the event that tried to screw us. You know, like, would I take Mob Beasts over these cards normally? Hell no. But I think this was its time to shine. We also effectively won with only drafting 2 cards. Vengeance has got quite a bit of damage and fear in its kit. Tiger's Hunting did good work too. Getting the Beast Solve in 1 was great. And if I recall correctly, it prevented a possible triple Explorer double Ravage. This is the event that nearly screwed us with 2 Surprise Blight, but Mob Beast with the save. Provincial Seat was absolutely incredible for us. And then Sacred Site's under threat. I think it may have been wrong to not take top option here, just because then we would have dodged the fast Fear Bomb. And if we hit whatever our 1 in 6 worst Invader card was, there might have been another city we couldn't deal with. But I saw kill a town, stop a city for free, so I dove on it. We also got hit by this, which is quite detrimental to the rush down the city strategy. But we had lots of damage, so we managed. Thanks for watching.